Annie, having picked up blue buff, is going to recall and maybe heal, because she's at 2 bars. I would hope so. This middle only has, what, level 2 heal? Yes, level 2 heal. Which isn't really a bad thing, as her spear is level 5. Yes, it is. So she's just going to be chunking like that. Nidalee going to almost walk into that mushroom, and that would have been a death sentence for her anyway, but as it is, she can apparently just run around in circles. Flash cancels the movement by the Lee Sin kick, and she's just going to walk away safe. And just kidding, the Q hits her in the face, and she dies. Lee Sin just kicked a cat to death. That's not nice. Okay. Draven picks up a kill down bottom against both the Annie and the Misfortune who went down there. I have no idea how that happened. And, oh, I'm sorry, a triple kill because the Zyra couldn't leave. This Draven is going to be taking that right to the bank, probably going to pick up the BF sword for that. I'm going to scroll back and see what happened there, because I'm mildly curious. Yes, we know that happened again. Come on now. Let's go back here. Annie walking straight down the lane. I expected her to walk through the jungle, but apparently not. Zillion getting caught massively out of position. Whoa, whoa, whoa. These guys are really low. What happened to turn this around? Oh, Draven just auto-attack harassing, using his ult to pick up the double kill. That's awesome. That was an amazing turnaround, all things considered. And then the Zyra not quite running fast enough. Speed up by the Zillion, there it goes, and the pickup by the Draven. That was amazing. That ult really turned that fight. Good for you, Draven. Anyway, back to where we were. Blue Annie pushing down mid lane. Hasn't actually ganked any of the lane, but she doesn't need to. She's having too much of a good time in mid. Lee Sin recalling after a silly little kill over here, kicking the Nidalee to death. This game is very, very odd. Not really. This is pretty much as normal as it gets. Running these beta characters, everyone going on the Amumu, running the Ignite. Sorry about that. Amumu went back in on the Annie. I don't know why that is, but he did. He decided that, yeah, killing myself is fine. Annie burnt an Ignite. She burnt an ult, and she burnt an Ignite. There was no reason to go in at that point. She wasn't going to get the tower. She's not that fed. She doesn't have that much AP on her. I mean, she has some, but not that much. Annie coming around the back end to try to pick up this other Annie. However, the ult goes down. I'm sorry, the ult didn't go down. The Q and the W went down with the stun on the W. And that is a shutdown. Annie doesn't earn her. Ooh, the nice Nidalee spear goes and hits this Teemo in the face while I was talking. Not really going to turn the game around over much, that Annie's kill, but it was a pretty good kill regardless, as she is 45 minions behind. She is twice the minions on the other Annie right now. That's terrific. Oof. Meanwhile, this Draven has a Brutalizer on Draven. I guess that's fine, but I would really suggest getting a BF sword knockoff. Annie getting caught out of position, and he's going to get picked up by this Lee Sin, who has plenty of kills, and a Hex Drinker to eat some of that damage up. Amumu coming in to try to see what he can do against this Lee Sin. Probably not too much, to be honest, as the Hex Drinker is up. Not going to take a huge amount of damage on either of these characters. Lee Sin's going to take a little bit more. Nidalee picking up the top turret after picking up the Teemo. We can only imagine what happened there. Oh wait, no. No, we can't. Nidalee just killed him with a spear and maybe a couple of R's and W's. Ooh, Amumu getting caught kind of out of position. Annie barely getting out of that Amumu ulti. But it doesn't matter as the Annie doesn't feel like following in. Bottom lane getting pushed up past their tower right now. Misfortune doesn't have anything really. She just has a Vamp Scepter right now. Draven has 137 AD to this Misfortune's 81. A BF sword will actually even that out really nicely, so all this Misfortune has to do is take it to the bank. Go back to base, buy some stuff. She doesn't have quite enough yet, but she will at some point, I assume. Teemo farming a little bit past at his inner tower. And of course, the Annie with the massive amount of AP gonna come over here, take this tower. Ooh, this Annie is a stun, chasing away the other Annie. It's very exciting, this rematch. Amumu coming down to try to gank the blue team. The blue team, however, does have a ward right here. Good ward spot. Would maybe want to put that in the bush. It depends on the speed of the jungler, honestly, because if you put the if you see that there's a ward in this bush, that's good for junglers who can't like dash in from around Dragon Rain. But characters like Nocturne, Hecarim, put it higher up towards Dragon a little bit. So you see it coming. Also, Annie cutting off the Amumu out as wolves and picking up that kill for free. Oof. Painful. The red team not even going to go over there to check on her, him, whatever it, because it's a little bit easier. Lee Sin going in, going to pick up Dragon pretty much for free here, as he does have that Riddles to make this much, much easier. Zillion coming to come over to help a little bit. as the Draven doing quite a bit of damage for what it's worth. Dragon goes down for the blue team. Ult goes down, misses the Misfortune on the comeback, but it doesn't really matter, as that Misfortune should not hang around. This tower is pretty much a pickup for the blue team, I would assume. Retreat pings go down for the red team on their tower. I'm not sure if they didn't know that, but it's really annoying when people ping 5 times. Nidalee on the inner tower for top lane. Lee Sin and Teemo both coming out to cut her off. She is a cat, however, so we don't know how. This Lee Sin is no one how to cut the angles, however. Lee Sin taking a good amount of damage, but kicking Nidalee back into a mushroom. Nidalee got to die to poison, but Nidalee healing herself right before it matters, and Annie actually picking up that kill. Nidalee actually getting a kill for that, though, because that spear did, what, 4 or 5 bars of that Lee Sin's health? They might want to change that. It's not really fun. Anyhow, well, except if you're playing Nidalee, then it's a blast. But it's okay. Anyhow, blue Annie taking red buff by herself because of her shield. She can do this quite easily. She doesn't really take much damage at all. Getting a Kage's lucky pick after a Catalyst and a Hextech Revolver, though. I'm not sure what's going on. Zillion getting ganked by himself and dying for it. However, the Zyra getting picked up by the Zillion as well. Misfortune as well, gonna get caught out of position, but it doesn't matter, as all she has to do is laugh and shoot. Oh my god, this Misfortune just died. The full health Misfortune just died to a 2-bar Zillion, 2-bar Draven. That's amazing. And that was 3v4, or 2v4, I'm sorry. And they got 2 kills for it. Terrific. Teemo picking up the outer tower here. Nidalee cannot stop this in time, no matter how much she wants to, although I suppose if the Teemo cowards out. You can't stand still against Nidalee, even if you're awesome Teemo, don't do that. Although apparently you're going to win this fight, there you go, what the heck. Oh, it's probably because the Nidalee used her pounce earlier and turned out of cat form, so she couldn't turn back into cat form and negate some of that damage. Unfortunate, but that may be. That was very strange. I expected the Teemo to lose, and I was very, very wrong. Another turret goes down for the blue team, and there you go. The red team doing quite well for themselves, although this Teemo is doing more than I expected him to. Amumu not pumping his bandage, instead going for, Despair. Not sure if that's the best idea. I used to do that back when I played Amumu a lot. But the bandage cooldown goes down as you level up, which is why I would suggest getting more levels in that than anything else. Being a CC bot is really, really fun. Also, the bandage does a lot of damage. The blue team gathering in their jungler for whatever reason. I'm sorry, gathering in the red jungle for whatever reason, but do have wards on them, so these Zyra are going to throw some stuff out, but the bear coming down, hitting both of them, that was a really good bear, and the red buff going to pick, the Annie picking that up. Huh. There are 2 bears just walking around right now. That's very exciting. They're chasing each other. It's like a bear parade. Okay, there goes the frost bear, but the other bear walking around being happy with himself. Whew. The blue team really taking advantage of their lead and pushing down this lane. Of course, they have a 6k gold advantage right now. I'm sorry, 7k gold advantage right now. So I can understand that they could do this pretty easily. Unfortunately, this Nidalee went pure AP instead of a tankier build, as the blue team does have quite a bit more damage behind it. That is a dead Draven, just kidding. Oh, yeah, no, I was right. As the rest of the team decided to let the Nidalee walk right between them. This Nidalee does need to build something tanky, otherwise she's just going to fall apart. They're going to focus her first, because the rest of the characters on this team are pretty not useful, is what I'm trying to say. Sorry. Water. Jeez. Zyra ultimately only hitting 1 person with the actual knockout. Nidalee walking far too deep into that, getting hit by a lot of things. Exhaust goes down on the Lee Sin, making it a little bit harder for him to chase, and that's just enough to save her life. Lee Sin maybe gonna pick up that kill, but not quite. And the blue Annie again is dominating. What is her score right now? It is 11-3. 12-3. Okay. Amumu cleaning out some mushrooms. I mean eggs. I mean whatever. It's an Easter Teemo. It's kind of thematic, as yesterday was Easter. It's kind of cool. Mr. Bum? What's your name? Your name is Mr. Bum? Sorry to hear that. I should really notice these things. Misfortune and Zyra trying once again to push this lane back. Zyra having only 1 gold per 10. And the Sightstone. Ah. I just cough hiccuped. Lovely. Ugh. Misfortune going straight for the Infinity Edge after the Vamp Scepter, of course. Not a bad idea, I agree with that build, although a Bloodthirster would work just as well. At this point in the game, though, the sniper really should consider getting an Aegis or a Kage's Lucky Pick or something of that, because honestly, Aegis is one of the best items in the game. It helps quite a bit. Why would you get a Magi's on Zilean? How many kills do you have, Zilean? Zilean, you have 2 kills. 10 assists, sure, but 2 kills. Now, it's fine that you're trying to go for assists and all that, and AP is nice, but you aren't going to be as useful late game. Also, this Annie just got tibbered. Doesn't really surprise me. This Annie's just been throwing that bear out like it ain't no thing. Red team going in for a little bit of bush gank over here. The Mumu really doesn't do all that much damage, however, and neither does the Misfortune, as the Annie does have her shield up, and the Annie blows up the red team, basically, and the rest of the red team hanging around, gonna let the Annie harass them a little bit more with her Q, which I assume is level 5. And she does have a Rabadon's and a Rod of Ages, as well as that Hextech Revolver, making her a straight beast to fight against. All Nidalee really needs to do is hit 1 spear on her when her shield is down, but that ain't gonna happen, let's be honest. The inner middle tower going down for the blue team. And maybe even the inhibitor tower. Probably not the inhibitor as the Annie's there, but just kidding, the surrender vote goes down, and that is GG. 21-37 game. Went kind of badly for the red team, as the only character that was really doing anything was the Nidalee mid game. Maybe with a little bit more tank items and a little bit more magic defense, they would have been better off. But, you know, hindsight's 20/20, right? So, this is me. See you guys later.